Hey Yogi, welcome to class. If you're new to the channel, I'm Ree, this is Burghley, this is Drakey, and if you are returning, welcome back. We are stoked to practice with you on YouTube again. Before we get into practice today, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do. It just helps us to grow our teeny tiny little place in the YouTube universe. And if you get to the end of the practice and you enjoyed it, please give the like button a hit and leave us a comment. Let us know how you got on. You can tag us if you want to practice with us and show us on Instagram using the handle @Riri's Yoga Channel. Oh dear. Anyway, all of that out of the way, we will get into class. So for today's class, just have some blocks handy. I'm not sure if we're going to use them yet because this is just going to be a bit of a feel-good flow. So we'll move quite intuitively, and I'm not sure where the blocks may or may not come in handy, but who knows? I'm sure that they will. So grab some blocks if you've got them. If you don't have them, no sweat. Oh dear, what's wrong, Billy? Anyway, from here, come down into a child's pose. So take the knees wide and start to just walk the hands out in front into a really nice long child's pose here. Let everything just start to settle. And let go of any expectation that you have in these moments of, you know, how you will move and groove, and just allow yourself to be right in this present moment and allow the greatest thing you focus on to be your breath, the cadence of it, the quality of it. Let your head drop to the mat if that is available and feels good. And then just walk the fingertips further away. Take a really nice stretch through each side of your body. Left side growing long, right side growing long. Nice. From here, come up onto your hands and knees. Find a tabletop position. Taking a few wrist circles here just to warm into the hands. You can have the feet tucked or untucked, but just feel like you could move and sway in your body. Letting the shoulders, the hips, the neck, the head, everything kind of move in together in no particular kind of direction, but just moving in unison, moving and grooving. Grip through the fingertips. Make sure to take the circles in both directions so that you really feel the weight transfer across left to right and right to left. Feeling those palms take the weight in all the different places as you move. Come to stillness, and we'll take some cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, pull your heart through your arms. Exhale, chin to chest, cat pose. Inhale, come through into cow pose. Exhale to cat. Inhale through to cow. Exhale to cat. One more. Inhale, come through to cow, lift the chest and heart. And exhale, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, puff through the shoulders. Cat pose. Come back to neutral. Take the feet a little bit and the knees a bit further behind, and then come to sit onto the butt. And we're just going to take some nice spinal waves up and down here. So as you inhale, roll up through your spine. Come through, soften the elbows. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up. Come through the way you came. So softening through the elbows. And then exhale, push all the way back. Feel like the vertebrae are all having a little moment on their own, but back to heels. Inhale, roll through, rippling through the spine. When you get to the top, soft bend through the elbows, lift the chest and heart, and exhale to lower. Inhale, round into the upper back. Feel it from the top of your back first, then the mid back, then the low back. Come back down. One more time, just like that. Inhale, puff through, come into this really dome-like shape. Soften the elbows, come into your little back bend, and then exhale. Come down to the mat. Inhale, puff the mat away, puff into the shoulders first. Then as you move into the mid-back, then down into the lower back, then the tailbone completely tucks. Find this extended child's pose here. And then from here, you're going to tuck your toes and lift your hips. Find Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Awesome. Feel free to take a nice bend through the knees here, flicking the tailbone up, keep pushing out of your shoulders. So don't let the shoulders cave in, really push away. Draw your belly button back to spine. And then roll forward into a high plank pose. On the exhale, bend the knees, push back, down dog. Bend the knees, roll forward, high plank pose, ripple through your spine. Exhale, down dog. Roll forward, high plank pose. Exhale, this time lower all the way to the mat. Untuck the toes. Nice. Move any props you have out of your way. And then coming into an oscillating cobra. So take the hands, tent the fingers into the 10 to 2 position. Lift through the elbows. The lower body is engaged here. Head to the mat. Inhale. Draw your shoulder blades together to ripple you up. Words escaped me. And then exhale, shoulders come apart to lower you down. Inhale, the very bottom of your shoulder blades are coming to meet, to pick up the heart, pick up the chest, gazes out in front. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, pick up the heart, pick up the chest, lift up, and exhale. Beautiful. Take that left arm straight out of its socket, right hand under the shoulder, and then roll over to the left hip. Maybe you're going to have the right toes chasing for your right wrist. Keep looking to the right side and not down at your foot to keep the spine long. And then exhale. Come through center, switch your sides, right arm long. Left hand in, roll over the right hip, looking over to the left, feeling it in that right shoulder. The left toes are chasing for the right palm, even if they're nowhere near, that doesn't matter, it's the action. You're sending the intention that way. Exhale, back to center, switch sides, left arm long, right toes chasing as they go up and over. Rolling onto that left hip, look over straight to the right side. Feel the stretch in your left shoulder. And then switching. Exhale in through the center. Right arm goes long. Left hand comes in, kicking the left feet, or the left foot. Left toes over. Back through to center. Nice. From here, setting up for Shavasana. Take the arms long. Head is heavy. The hips are heavy, but everything else is light as a feather. It's engaged. As you inhale, draw your shoulder blades together. Lift your feet. Lift your legs. Lift your chest. Head is looking out straight ahead of you. Draw your shoulder blades as close together as they can. Really extend through your hips. And then slowly lower. Take the head to one side or another. Nice. Come back to center. One more of those. As you inhale, gather the shoulder blades together. Draw them in. Pinky fingers come together. Lift the feet, lift the legs. Imagine your toes are trying to escape the top of your mat and your head is trying to reach up. Lift the legs. Be strong here. Be here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly lower down on one. Head goes to the other side. I'm not going to do that because it usually interferes with my mic, but you take a moment there to rest. Feel that energy change in the body from waving through the spine to really strengthening it, activating it as we lift. Nice. From here, we'll just stretch the quads because why not? So take your hands into a Sphinx pose first. So have the palms, the forearms flat and really reach the chest through the arms. So it's as if you're trying to drag your body through your arms. And then let that right arm come across the body onto the diagonal and then bend the left foot towards the left butt. This might be enough here. If you can, you're going to open up and catch for that left foot. Take the top of the left toes, wrap your fingers around them, reach the left elbow up, and then push up out of that right shoulder. So I instinctively sink, as I think a lot of us do. So really push it away. So you're getting activation here through that shoulder as you stretch the quad. This is intense for me. If it's intense for you, I'm with you. Just keep breathing, keep elevating through the right shoulder as you push that left heel down. Slowly release and slowly let the left foot go back rather than like pachoon catapult. We've all been there. Coming back to that Sphinx pose for a moment. And then left arm is going to come across the diagonal just to give you some stability. Draw that right heel to the butt. This might be enough here. Great work to kind of work that hamstring being active. Or you can start to open up, take the hand on top. So fingers wrap on top of the toes. The elbow will reach up to the ceiling and then we'll take the chest looking forward. Keep pushing out of that left shoulder by pressing the left forearm really deeply into the mat. Breathe through any sensation through that right quad. And slowly release the right foot back. Nice. From here, hands underneath the shoulders. Push yourself all the way back to sit on your butt. Nice. From here, setting up for our flying integration. So take the hands outside of the knees and have the palms turning out slightly. Really grip the mat with the fingers. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the heart. Exhale, draw your knees into the chest, lift the hips as high as the knees, and then draw your chin to chest. Keep puffing through the upper shoulders, all the way through the spine, like we did when we were rolling forwards. Be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly lower on 1. Nice. Release all of that. Cool. From here, we'll come into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lift the hips high. Awesome. From here, take your right leg up and back, 3-leg dog. High on the ball of the left toes, bend the left knee, drive your left knee in and roll forward. Right foot on the outside of that right hand, drop that left knee down. Inhale, sweep up and open, twist to the right. Exhale, right hand down. Tuck the back toes, straighten or work to straighten through both legs. Come into a modified pyramid. Rebend the right knee, inhale. And then exhale, right foot to the back. Take a half or full push-up. Dropping knees, dropping forearms, looking forward. Coming through into upward facing dog. And waving back. Downward facing dog. Left leg high. 3-leg dog. High onto the right toes, bend the right knee, drive the left knee in, spring forward, left foot, outside of left thumb. Drop the right knee. Inhale, sweep open with that left arm, take a twist. Feel a lovely stretch here. Just everywhere I feel a bit of a stretch, but in particular the left shoulder, the right hip. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Back toes tucked if they weren't. Work to straighten through both legs. The toes can reach back to the shin on the left leg, or you can keep them planted. It's totally your call. Rebend the left knee, left foot steps back to meet right. Exhale, half or full push-up. Dropping knees and forearms, coming through into upward facing dog. Waving back. Downward facing dog. Nice work. From here, bend your knees deeply, come forward into a hovering tabletop. Draw your right knee into your chest, spin open, drop the right toes, drop the left hand, push the hips high, reverse tabletop. Keep reaching up through your hips here. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, right knee back into chest, left hand reaches, spin around, drop the left hand and send the right foot back, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, come into a floating tabletop, this time spike that left knee into the chest, roll over the right foot, drop the right hand, drop the left foot, inhale up into reverse tabletop, lift the hips high. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left knee to the chest, right hand floats, spin on the right foot, right hand plants, left foot plants, back to down dog. Nice. From here, the right leg will lift, 3-leg dog. On the exhale, right foot travels to the outside of that right hand. Right arm reaches long here. On an inhale, push off the back knee so that you can send that left leg through and lift that left foot up to the sky. Swivel the left foot all the way back to where you got it from. And then open up on the inhale, right arm reaching up to the sky, taking a nice twist here. On the exhale, feed your right arm under your left armpit. Come to a wide leg forward fold. Tanasana. Feel free to make this really wide here. That's, as I've said, this is a feel-good flow. So if you like to go to a really deep place in your wide leg forward fold, then I encourage you to do that now. Nice. Allow your chest, your head to sink down. Reach up through the inner arches of the foot by lifting the kneecaps, engaging through the inner line of your groins. Inhale, lift up, come up onto the fingertip, all the way back to the top of the mat. Plant the hands, send the right foot back to meet the left, high plank pose. Exhale, Vinyasa. Drop knees, drop forearms, look forward, come through into upward facing dog. Roll back, downward facing dog. Nice. From here, same again, deep bend of the knees, come forward into a floating tabletop. Spike the right knee into the chest, roll over the left foot, bring the left knee up, left hand up, sorry, drop the left hand, drop the right foot. Inhale to lift your hips high, reverse the tabletop. Exhale, left hand reaches up, right knee reaches in, feel the wobbles, spin over the left foot, right foot plants. Bend both knees, come forward into that floating tabletop, spike the left knee in, turn over the right toes, drop the right hand, plant the left foot. Inhale, lift your hips high. Exhale, right hand lifts, left knee lifts, spin around the right foot, come back to downward facing dog. Left leg will go high, 3-leg dog. On your exhale, left foot outside, left thumb. Send the left arm long, push off the right foot, send the right knee through, and then chase your left hand with your right foot. Send the right foot back to starting position. And as you inhale, sweep the left arm up and open. Take the twist. Nice. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Left foot steps to meet the right. Exhale, half or full push up. Dropping knees, dropping forearms. Coming through into upward facing dog. Exhale, wave it back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Bend the knees. Come into that floating tabletop. Right knee goes in. Swivel onto the left foot. Drop the left hand. Drop the right foot. Inhale. Lift the hips high. Reverse tabletop. Reach the left arm up. Right knee in. Swivel back around, feel the wobbles. Right foot plants. Right foot lifts, 3-leg dog. On the exhale, right foot journeys to the outside of the right thumb, right arm long. Inhale, drive the left knee in, kick up to the right hand, and then drop your left butt to the mat. I'm going to scoot back a little bit here. From here, take the sole of the right foot onto the inside of that left thigh, setting up for Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, reaching your arms up and away. Exhale, folding over that left leg. As you inhale, lift the spine, lift the head, make the chest long. As you exhale, can you go a little bit further along the leg and then fold? Inhale, come all the way back up. From here, draw your right knee into your chest and take it on the outside of that left foot. Setting up for a twist. Inhale, the left arm will come up long. Push that right knee across you and then left arm over the right leg. Right arm reaching back. Take a twist, flex the left toes. A variation of Marichyasana A. Nice. From here, swivel back to the front, lean over the left leg, bend the left knee so the left foot can come outside of the right butt, and then work your way into Gomukhasana. So come forward onto both sets of knees and then sit the hips back. If you can't get the sit bones grounded without the knees coming apart, then just keep the connection here and keep working, because you really want to be getting into the hips there rather than losing that deep hip hinge when sitting down if the knees lift. Either reaching forward if you're on your hands, or if you're in the full Gomukhasana, you could take the hands to the soles of the feet, drop your shoulders down the back. Take some nice long deep breaths here. Inhale. exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Nice. From here, the right foot is going to swing all of the way back to the back of the mat. The hands will plant. The left foot will go back to meet the right. Exhale, Vinyasa. Drop in knees and forearms, scooting into upward facing dog and rolling back into downward facing dog. Nice job. Deep bend of the knees, come forward into a floating tabletop. This time left knee spikes in, roll over the right foot, right hand drops, left foot drops. Inhale to lift into your tabletop, really reaching the hips high here, feeling broad across the collarbones. And then right hand reaches up, left knee reaches in, swivel over the right foot, drop the left foot down, downward dog. The left leg reaches up high, three-leg dog. Inhale here, and as you exhale, left foot to the outside of the left hand. Left hand reaches long and away from you. Drive your right knee in and through. Kick to that left hand with the right foot, and then plant. Or gently drop. Plant sounds a bit more aggressive, doesn't it? Your butt to the mat. Sole of the right foot, left foot into the right thigh here. Setting up for Janushirshasana. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, lift the chest and heart. See if you can now send the collarbones further along, as if your collarbones are chasing for your toes, and then sink a bit deeper into this Janushirshasana. Feel stretches down that right leg. Inhale, come up nice and slow. Exhale, lift that left knee into the chest. Take it over to the other side of the right thigh. Send that left knee into the chest, right arm reaches up. And then as you exhale, twist. See if you can hook the right elbow over that left knee, left hand behind you, and you're just gently looking over the left shoulder, the left side body. Sitting out of the sit bones nice and tall, flexing through the right foot. Slowly release. Nice. From here, roll onto the outside of the right kind of hip. Bend the right knee so that the right foot travels on the outside of the left butt cheek, and then work your way into Gomukhasana. So come forward, stack both knees, so right over left, and then either hinge from the hips here, working kind of backwards and forwards, or if you can come all the way into Gomukhasana without the knees lifting, then do so. Sit bones are grounded here. If you've come kind of butt to the mat, the hands can go to the feet. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Wherever you are, roll onto your right thigh, release the left leg long and out in front, and then swivel the left foot all the way back, tuck in the toes, plant in the hands, stepping the right foot to meet the left, coming into plank. Exhale, Vinyasa, drop in knees, drop in forearms, coming into upward facing dog, waving back, downward facing dog. Awesome. From here, come high onto the ball of the toes. We're going to walk the feet up towards the hands. Try to keep, not let the shoulders go beyond the wrists here. So at some point, you might need to bend the knees to get there. Nice, bend the knees when you arrive. Inhale, hands to the shins of the mat. Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, slide the left hand under the left foot. Right hand under the right foot. Make sure the feet are right up to kind of the edge of the wrist here, so where the palm meets the wrist. And have a hefty bend in the knees. Doesn't matter how flexible you are here, just start from this position. As you inhale, look long, straighten the arms. As you exhale, really bend through the elbows and use the pull of the arms to send you deeper. You can keep the knees bent the whole time here. The main thing is to have the very lower ribs or the belly connected to the thighs. So if you need a deep bend to do that, that's fine. As you inhale, maybe soften a little bit. And as you exhale, commit further to the fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Deep bend of the knees. Release the hands. And then come all the way down onto the heels. So butt to the heels. Nice. So we'll play with Bakasana here. My braids or hair is just choking me today at the back of my neck. And we're going to play with moving from crow into tripod headstand. So if you want to play with that, great. If that's not where you want to go and you just want to work on Bakasana, then work on Bakasana. This is a feel-good flow. So do something in these moments that's going to serve you rather than just necessarily following along with my lead. You know, kind of listen to what you need today. So if you want to try the crow to tripod, then we're going to come into a bit of a wider crow than normal. So if you normally have the knees really high up the backs of your arms, just take them a little bit lower today. And then plant the hands, lean forward, lift the feet up, draw the knees into the butt. From here, let the knees start to fall outside of the arms. You're coming lower to the mat. Tuck the chin and lower the head down. Once you get there, you're going to have to push into the hands here to get your hips up and over your head. And this is, you know, this might be where you want to stay for today, like working on feeling stable here. If you want to go further, you're going to draw the knees into the chest and you're going to kick the legs out into kind of a pike shape. So the hips have got to go forward to commit to this. And then when you're ready, we're slowly going to lower the feet, reaching back, and then coming into a push-up. Dropping the knees, dropping the forearms, looking forward. Inhaling through to upward facing dog, shoulders on the back. Exhale, pushing back. Ooh, I'm off my mat. Downward facing dog. Nice. Awesome job. From here, reach your right leg high and then take your right foot in between the hands. Turn all 10 toes to face the left side of the mat. And then let the head hang heavy. You can, as I say, my hair's really doing my head in today. Note to self not to film with bunches in. You can take the hands on the outside of the ankles and use that to kind of send you deeper into this forward fold. If you want to try tripod again from here, you're in a good place to take a straddle. So if that's what you're doing, you're going to take I like to walk the feet back, as you might have noticed there, because I like to have my head on a mat. I'm a bit precious about my skull being on the floor. I'm always super impressed when I see these yogis on Insta and they're like full on practicing on concrete in like the middle of New York. It just looks really cool, but I just can't put my head on the floor. It's just the way I am. I'm a baby. So that was a rant about nothing. Take the hands as wide as they would be for your crow pose, and then you're going to bend your elbows enough so that your head can come down into where you want it to be for your tripod. So by that, you really need your elbows to be fully bent and at right angles. So if your hands are too close to your head, with your elbows bent, they're not at right angles, as I'm showing here. But if you take the hands back, then they can be. Grip the fingers, come high onto the ball of the toes, and see if you can just lift here into your straddle. Be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower on 1. That was a little bit of a cheat because tripod is meant to be a transitional pose, but if you're working on feeling comfortable in tripod, that's a nice place to go. From here, turn back to the top of the mat, send your right foot back into down dog. Lift high onto the ball of the feet, bend the knees, and just jump here to come to the top of your mat. We're going to drop the heels, drop the butt, and slowly roll back all the way onto your backs. Last bit of effort here with some back bends. So you could take bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana variation, or you could take full Dhanurasana, Urdhva Dhanurasana, sorry, for wheel. I'm going to do both, and I'm going to do that on blocks. So if you've got 2 blocks, pop them under your feet. It's just going to help you when you come up into wheel to really get the shoulders up and over the wrists if that's something that you are working on. So we'll set up with Setu Bandhasana first, bridge pose. So inhale, hands alongside you, press the spine into the mat. Exhale, lift the hips high. The hands can come together and clasp underneath you as you roll the shoulder blades underneath. Really press the hands, the forearms into the mat here. Think about sending the knees forward as you draw the shins back. So you've got that kind of push and pull almost, and the hamstrings are engaged here. Nice. Stay here or release the hands and set up for Urdhva Dhanurasana. So I'll have to just readjust my hair as I have been all practice, just so it doesn't choke me, or not choke me, but kind of not allow me to come up. So hands either side of the ears, fingers pointing back, elbows zipping in towards each other. Inhale, flatten that spine down, press your feet into the blocks. Exhale, come up. So push off the hands. And then see here if you can really think about driving the chest forward so that your shoulders are coming as much over the wrists as possible. Keep pressing through the feet and through the hands. Be here just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and slow lower on 1, chin to chest. Slowly come down onto your shoulders and then drop your hips or drop your butt. Release the blocks. And then from here, make your way into any kind of Shavasana that's going to feel nice. So for me, I'm just going to take soles of the feet together into Supta Baddha Konasana. Let the knees fall out. And I'm going to let my arms reach up and overhead. But you can take any Shavasana that you like, and you can grab any props that you like if you want to have a blanket under the knees, or maybe an eye pillow over the eyes so that you've got some darkness. Then use the next few seconds to organize yourself so that you can really move into a nice deep Shavasana. Allow everything to be very heavy and still. Bring your attention to your breath. Allow it to go into autopilot. No longer guiding it or controlling it, but just allowing it to be keeping you going as it always does without you even having to think about it. Give yourself as much time here as you can. This is where we will leave you. As always, Yogi, it's absolutely wonderful to practice with you here on YouTube. Thank you so much for allowing us into your practice today. Until we meet again on the mat, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.